What is going on, everyone? This is your host with the most, Philly Jim, coming at you with another video. And today, I got something that's been weighing on my mind, and it's about three players on the Philadelphia Eagles who could be in line for a huge breakout season in 2019. Let's take it from the top. I'm going to start with Derek Barnett, the defensive end from Tennessee. As we know, he came up huge in the Super Bowl, recovering Brandon Graham's fumble. So I think this guy has a lot of potential. He was really playing well right before he got injured, had that shoulder injury, and missed the rest of the season. Derek Barnett was balling. He was our best defensive end. And then he gets hurt, and then Michael Bennett comes onto the scene, and Michael Bennett has a huge year. I think Derek Barnett in this defensive line can make things happen. He can bend around the edge. He can disrupt. He can be very disruptive. And I think he is going to have a huge year with the Philadelphia Eagles. So look out for Derek Barnett to finally have that breakout season and be that 14th overall pick that the Philadelphia Eagles drafted him to be. As we know, that pick was acquired from the Sam Bradford trade that sent Sam Bradford to Minnesota. Look out for Derek Barnett. He could have a huge season for the Philadelphia Eagles. Number two, staying on the Eagles' defense, Sidney Jones, the cornerback from Washington. As we know, Sidney was supposed to be a top corner in his draft class in 2017. Fortunately, he tore his Achilles at his pro day, so that really set him back quite a bit. And he came in the end of the 2017 season, played some in that Cowboys game, got some rep there. Looked pretty damn good in that game. When I first saw that game, I was like, this guy could really be a player. You know, he showed flashes in that game, and then last year he comes on. They played him in the slot a little bit, but he started getting injured. His hamstrings started going back into games, still hurt. I get it. He has the pride, but he really put himself in some tough situations. But, you know, that was last year. According to what people are saying, you hear all these reports. Sidney Jones is one of the guys that's looking really good in OTAs right now. So we'll see if this carries over. I really want to watch him during the preseason. Sidney Jones really has an opportunity in front of him. Ronald Darby, not 100%, still rehabbing. Jalen Mills, not 100%, still rehabbing. So that leaves you with Avonte Maddox, Cravon LeBlanc, who's playing in the slot, and Russell Douglas, and maybe a couple other guys that I'm not really thinking of right now. But Sidney Jones is the wild card. If he can take advantage of this opportunity that's in front of him right now and be the guy that came out in that draft and was going to be one of the top corners off the board, besides maybe Marshawn Lattimore. He can be that guy for this team. It's going to be huge for the Eagles' defense. Of course, he has the opportunity because if he comes in and he starts balling and he looks really good in OTAs, and he looks really good in camp, he looks really good in preseason, the pressure is going to be on the coaching staff. And they're going to be in a position to be where, all right, we like Jalen Mills, we like Ronald Darby, but are we going to play favorites, or are we going to play the best guy? And if Sidney Jones can keep up what he's doing right now, Philadelphia Eagles are going to be in a good position. This secondary could go to another level if Sidney Jones comes out and he has his breakout year and he becomes that guy that we so desperately wanted him to be. Third guy that we're going to talk about today, third and final guy, Dallas Goedert. Now, Dallas Goedert is a physical freak, great route runner, vertical threat down the field. He's a matchup nightmare. He's a matchup problem. He took a lot of strides last season. Last season he really he came on strong as the season went along. Came a long way from his first game against the Atlanta Falcons. He had one play where he dropped a pass, went right through his hands, and winded up getting intercepted. But as the season went along, the Indianapolis Colts game, that was when he had his first touchdown with Carson Wentz, led that first drive. Dallas Goedert really he caught that ball in the end zone. In the Dallas game, when he played against the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas, that was pretty much his coming out party. He had some huge plays in that game. He scored one touchdown. He had another touchdown, long touchdown that got called back because the refs apparently said that he was pass interference, offensive pass interference, even though he got hit in the helmet. It was a bunch of bullshit, but it's whatever. Dallas Goedert could have a huge year. I could really see him being a huge part of the Philadelphia Eagles offense, especially in the red zone. Once you get into the red zone, you're going to have your big guys out there, man. You're going to have Ertz. You're going to have Goddard. You're going to have J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and you're going to have Alshon Jeffrey. And that's pretty much – and probably running back, you're probably going to have Miles Sanders when you're in the red zone, because Miles Sanders, he is a threat to catch the ball out of the backfield. You got to worry about these big targets. Check down's going to be wide open. Throw screens to Miles. It's going to be – the red zone offense is going to be crazy. But back to what I was saying, Dallas Goedert could have a huge year. Anyway, guys, this is what I think. All three of these guys could have a huge season for the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you think could break out this season in Philadelphia? With that being said, guys, keep that same energy. I am out of here.